them out and you come in really fast, really quickly.
Yeah,
so
I'll do that. I'll just drone
okay.
and I'll join you on the...
I think this is going to be good.
Well, every time I think about the show, I just smile. It's one of those. I've gotten to do some cool gigs. I've played on the Grand Ole Opry stage, and I've played in some really cool venues. But this has by far been my favorite thing. And I love the music. I love the people. Prairie Home came through Pullman in October of 2006, and I knew that they usually pick up a regional artist on occasion. So I just sent them in a CD and sent in a letter. I tried to tailor the letter as if Garrison were reading it, and so I put in how we used to drive around in high school on a buddy's '65 Mustang and, you know, listen to the show. Eventually I sort of forgot about it, and I was on my way to work listening to NPR, and the ad, "Don't forget this Saturday, Prairie Home's going to be here," and I thought, oh, I'm sure they've gone through all the stuff by now. But the very next day, Sam called me, and they wanted to know if I'd come and just come and sit in with the band, the Guys All-Star Shoe Band. I said, that'd be great, I'd love to do that. But that was, you know, there was 4 years of nothing after that, and then they were coming back through Spokane. So how I really, I think, got into them, getting to play with them more was me calling Rich Dworsky, the band director, and just said, you guys are going to be in my neck of the woods. I'd love to come and sit in with you again if it works out. It did work out, and I get introduced as you know, a member of the Guys All-Star Shoe Bands. The main thing I noticed about Garrison was the person you hear on the radio and the voice, that's really him. It's like he was born to do what he does. One of my favorite quotes of his is, he'll say, I'm from the Midwest, so when I talk to you, I'll look at my feet. When I talk to you, if I'm feeling really outgoing, I'll look at your feet. The most memorable eye contact moment that I had with Garrison was in Spokane. He hadn't looked at me at all. I had played the show in Pullman and just barely, you know, shook hands with him, but again, he was always looking somewhere else. And then the Spokane show came, and it was kind of the same thing, but before I left, I wanted to go up to him and interact and just tell him thank you for letting me, you know, come and play a second time. And so I stuck my hand out and said, Garrison, thanks so much. It was great getting to see you again and to play. And he said, we need more mandolin on the show or something like that. And I said, well, you know, mandolin's a lot like Jello. There's always room for Jello. And as soon as I said that, he, out of the corner of his eye, he just looked at me for like 5 seconds and kind of smiled. And it's like we had this sort of, you know, moment. And then we went back, you know, back to normal. But that was one of my favorite, like, personal Garrison moments. It's a live show, so it's very, it can be a little nerve-wracking. Anything can happen at any time, it seems like at the show. There has been times where we have rehearsed 2 or 3 tunes and I didn't have a solo on it. I'm just playing a little mandolin, I'm playing a little violin, and he's turned around and he kind of waves his finger like that, and that means he wants to hear something. He wants to hear you play something. So I'll lean up and play, and we're all trying to watch just to make sure we know that you know, okay, I'm taking a solo. He said, you know, and there's no closing my eyes and just playing, because I may open them and find him looking right at me, and that might be a little disconcerting. So I keep my eyes on him all the time.
This first portion of our show brought to you, as always, by Powder Milk Biscuits in the big blue box with a picture of the biscuit on the cover. Powder Milk Biscuits made from whole wheat that give shy persons the strength to get up and do what needs to be done. Has your family tried and powder milk? Has your family tried them, powder milk? Well, if your family's tried them all, you know you're satisfied, and they're the real hot item, powder milk. Whoa, 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 whoa.
My Prairie Home experience has definitely helped with my interaction with my students here. If I'm inspired, and that show inspires me to do my best, then I think I bring that back to the students. I'm excited. I want to say, hey, we just played this tune, or we tried something new on the show. Let's try that in guitar class. And then on the other hand, working with students here at WSU, and then going to the show, there's been occasions where we've had, teenage fiddle players come, and Garrison sort of put me in charge. He's like, let's put a medley together, let's get these girls lined up, and I just kind of put my teacher hat on, and I think they've definitely fed off of one another. The Prairie Home inspires me. I come back and try to share what I can with my students, but my students here inspire me as well. So every morning when I get up, it's like, who do I get to see today? Who am I going to visit? Oh, I'm going to visit with this person and this person. We're going to get to visit, we're going to get to play music. And all of our students in the School of Music get at least 30 minutes and most an hour one-on-one time with a faculty member during their private lesson time. And music gets shared, music gets learned. But you're not just a teacher, you're also sort of a counselor, and you're a friend, and you're all these things to that one student. That's why I get up every day and come to work, because I have friends here and we play music. That's what we do.